Yeah. So, speaking of current events, holidays, you could say, would you rather watch Pineapple Express, Dazed and Confused, or Fast Times at Ridgemont High on 420? And now that's coming up on a Saturday, so that's going to be pretty good movie day. Honestly, you could triple feature these if you really, really wanted to. If you want to get a little crazy, don't want to get up off the couch. But, I mean, Hoov, this feels like a you question. I'm going to send it over to you. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna shock everyone here. Is I think people are gonna think I'm gonna go with Pineapple Express here, but I'm actually gonna go old school, and I'm going Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Man, that was one of the movies that my dad showed me when he was worried about me smoking pot in high school, and it it was just eye opening experience, man. Every guy knows the scene I'm talking about. Eye opening experience. Hallelujah. So, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's my pick. Easy peasy. Throw it back old school. But I
Uh,
like the Animal Houses. I like the old school comedies too. So like that's just like right up my alley too. Just like typical stoner vibes.
I'm definitely with Hoov here. I think you have to throw it back to one of these older movies. Dazed and Confused growing up, one of my favorite movies. I've probably seen it 150, 200 times at this point. So I think if I'm going with a movie here for 420 for this Saturday, Kyle, I think I'm going with Hoov. I think I'm going Fast Times because I just recently exposed myself to Fast Times. I had a double DVD feature growing up. It was side A, it was Dazed and Confused. Side B was Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I always fell asleep before I got too deep into Fast Times at Ridgemont High and before I met Jeff Spicoli and the fucking boys, man. So yeah, sign me up, bro. We got Nicolas Cage making a debut in that one as well. So fucking send me in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, man. I love that movie. Great flick.
Yeah, so definitely keeping the old school vibes, but I'll go on the other side. I'll go Dazed and Confused. I think this really boils down to is like name the movie that you first watched when you first started to partake. And for
Sure.
me, that was Dazed and Confused. And also, I just think Pineapple Express is a little heavy handed, right? Like
It
we
is.
get what you're trying to do. You can back off a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a like they're running, they're gunning. Like it's not the easiest of stoner movies, if
Yeah.
if I'm being honest. Like these other ones have a pretty chill vibe, Kyle, and I feel like Pineapple Express, they're running from what 45 minutes in, and it gets a little edgy.
It's intense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a high pressure situation for them, pretty much the whole movie, I'd say. Which, like you say, maybe not the best vibe for 420. Personally, I am gonna side with Eric. I'm gonna go with Dazed and Confused. I think it's a more rewatchable movie than Fast Times,
Really?
and Pineapple Express. Yeah, the cast is better. I feel like I know every single person in that movie
Yeah.
personally. Um, it's but as Eric said, it's kind of the movie you first saw when you started. But for me, that would be like Planet Earth. Was going to be
For
like the first
Yo,
time.
for me, that's like
legendary nights with
Cheech
Planet
and
Earth.
Chong, Up in Smoke, or uh, Wiz Khalifa, High
Mac and
School.
Mac and Devin go to high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.